Hello, humans. It's me, Fuzz, yes. And we will continue playing Pikmin 2. Before the day runs out, we will head into this hole. And I didn't comment on it in the previous video, but we can actually hear the other 5 Pikmin, the wild Pikmin, that our robot ship mentioned might be about. Yeah, there's 5 water Pikmin over there. Oh my. That must be wherever this red mist is. I mean, I actually already know what that all is, but I'm not gonna explain it until we encounter how to deal with it. More about it and all that. Here we go. White flower garden. Fire and red stuff. It seems the Pikmin are able to become unflowered a lot easier in this game than I remember. I only recalled certain entities being capable of it at all. My, would you look at how odd the terrain is. This is what I expected from the other hole that we went in, but it was not the hole that I remember. Might as well click that. Because those enemies made me a little bit concerned for my Pikmin, I will try to be extra cautious and not take the purple Pikmin to fight them. Because it's not so easy to get more purple Pikmin, from what I remember. Especially in what I remember of trying to get more purple Pikmin. It's not that convenient. No! Too many of them start assaulting a singular guy. Our first Pikmin that we lost was due to something notably large and aggressive. Our second Pikmin lost was lost to something terribly small and insignificant. We found a thing. Bring it. Now, this is where the descending these holes gets kind of weird, because you can clearly see below us. There isn't, this like thing is like, it's like it's floating, it's like there isn't anything underneath it, so where the heck does this go? Kind of odd, but interesting. Huh. Some kind of shoe polish, it seems. Kiwi shoe polish. Since 1986, I think? Huh. Interesting. Alien billboard. Only 80. Interesting. Core design? Whatever that is or is intended to mean. Ah. Yes, and it does that also. Because that makes it more apparent. Oh, you have the sensor. Okay. And we descend further. White Flower Garden, Sublevel 2. Another metallic platform floating in whatever this odd chasm of a place is. Now this guy would typically be pretty concerning, given where we are in some regards. But because I can just overwhelm them with the purple Pikmin, I kind of prefer to use them for this kind of a thing. Because we can just completely overwhelm them. Like, look at this, he doesn't stand even a chance when I've got this much purple Pikmin. Imagine an army of 100 of them. Anything that I can throw over top them is pretty much done for at that point. Petrified Heart. A kind of fitting name for this potentially fake gem. Though I imagine it was probably not intended to be a fake one. Actually, it's hard to tell with it being in this shape, actually. Oh well. It's only worth 100, so perhaps it is a fake one. Because despite how these guys spew fire, I'm just not really too concerned about them, you see? I'm just overwhelmed them. Very, very easily. Okay, sensor isn't reacting to anything over here. Dr. Pepper! The rest of the text appears to be too scuffed to be able to properly read. Drought Ender? Also worth 100. Alright. Does this show any sensor to tell me how many are free? Yeah, it tells me how many free. 0. And we descend further. Ah, we finally arrived at the floor that I was hoping to arrive at. One that I will probably have to visit several times later on. Is there any real reason to not bring everyone down? No, I can't think of anything. Other than perhaps Louis can stay up there. Louis. Ah. Yes. The main attraction of this hole. How can a flower so deep underground bloom so robustly? How mysterious. This place is conspicuously warm. Could it act as a kind of hose? House? I do not know how to read that. I'm not even sure what that would... Like, in theory, I'm assuming it means like a home or place that can facilitate almost the growth of these kind of plants. But I don't actually recognize this word at all. I'm not actually sure of what it is trying to... of its exact meaning. I just vaguely have a sense for what he's probably trying to say. If it's not that, I really don't know. For foliage. What an interesting development. The Pikmin look as if they long to be tossed into the flower. It's interesting how they mention that again, but such a thing shouldn't really need to be stated again, you'd figure. I say that in the notion that is there a way to... I feel like there was a way to choose between flowered and unflowered Pikmin when doing this. I mean, if I really want to avoid it... No, let's just go for it. And then... Well, proceeding to adventure around won't do it. Stay away from it. Huh. How fascinating. It's going off quite furiously there. Back away from it. Ooh! It is time for my expertise in this game to shine. Because now I can perform something that someone who's playing this game for the first time probably wouldn't know. As long as I don't mess it up. The red liquid you see contains refined ultra spicy essence. 1 drop contains 1 dose. Press 2 to spray this extract on your entire group. Have you tried it yet? Not in this playthrough, no. What are you waiting for, Louis? Start drinking. One and 2. Just like that, now I have twice as much as I could have gotten from, or should have been able to get from that. Actually, considering there's nectar, I should probably just let's do this together. Look at him. It's a small guy, this one. Particularly small. Oh. Incredible. A white Pikmin. It is tiny, but looks distinctly swift. Its eyes are unseemly red, or an unseemly red. This type of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report or notes, Olmer. It must be an entirely new type. Our data record on this type is a blank page, since a certain captain never documented them. Oi! That certain captain never encountered them. At least not back then. You must experiment and make detailed observation for the benefit of future generations. I think I'll do so for the benefit of myself currently. I'm not really looking out for the future generations by exploring and trying to clear the debt that we have on our company. It's not that I don't care at all, it's that that's definitely not the primary objective. And just like that, we got 15! Really? Well, that's a okay, fine, that's a waste, but oh well, I'll take it. But yeah, they're smaller and faster with flowers. They follow me at the same pace that I do. Arguably, they might even move faster. Oh. And what's this? One of their hidden abilities. Amazing. The white Pikmin have unearthed a treasure that was completely buried in the ground. Perhaps those beady red eyes of theirs allow them to sense objects buried in dirt, or in the dirt, or just buried in general, because it might not even be dirt that they're dealing with in certain cases. Let's use the red Pikmin. I mean, now that's revealed, the rest of them can help. I don't see any more of those nectar-giving entities. Which is a little bit of a pain. I feel like this hole also has something dangerous at the bottom, though. Oh, some of the white Pikmin didn't carry it. That's actually a bit of a shame because they're faster, so they'd make it get carried faster. Similar, with the similar, what's similar? I mean, the proof is almost right there as to how fast they got to our ship. Tape! Gamma tape? Huh. Superb. Super stick textile. 80 value. Alright. Okay. Guess we go deeper. Yeah, I feel like there's something else in this place. I'm trying to recall if the white Pikmin have any other capabilities that are abnormal. They're fast. I don't think they're weaker in combat. They can sense things underground, which is like a hidden ability, but it got portrayed before their one of their main abilities. This purple mist. Well, I suppose that was also portrayed, sort of. Because when we got them, it kind of like burped some of that red misty stuff. I don't think this hurts me, fortunately. But this stuff is like, well, as you can see, they're immune to it. Or more activate, because you don't know what its effect is. It's like poison, this stuff. Looks different than it did in Pikmin 1. In the first Pikmin game, there's something buried on top of that, isn't there? Wait, no, the sensor isn't going off. It went off for the other thing that goes underground, so... Why is this so suspicious? Wait, there it is going off. Why was it... So me being higher up really caused it that much, huh? What? No. No, it's that that's reacting to. Okay. So that area over there is just for nothing. So we've already done digging. But because it's visible, we don't need them to be digging for that. What is this? Chapstick? Huh. Survival ointment? I wonder if anyone feels that deeply about this. Survival ointment. 90 value. Did I see that correctly? Do I have a Pikmin with me? No. The mushroom has been acquired. Toxic toadstool. That's a fitting name, but is it toxic, really? Seems that that was everything here. So yeah, it looks like this sensor will let me know even if there's stuff underground. With that notion, it won't turn off on the floor if there's something underground. So all the ones I've been on so far, I didn't miss anything underground, probably. At least not in the previous hole where I had the sensor. When I had the sensor, because I got the sensor at the bottom, didn't I? Yeah. Here we go. Down we go. But yeah, biggest problem with the white and purple Pikmin is obtaining more of them. Final floor. Yeah, okay, there's one of those floor birds is here, is what I think, if I'm remembering this correctly. Yep, in this game it even looks like Like where we're gonna fight it looks like there's a nest. Okay, the purple Pikmin won't be useful at all for this engagement. Oh. A squad of 50 red Pikmin is not exactly ideal for fighting an entity this large, but I will do what I can to make ends meet. None of you are leaf Pikmin. There are eggs over there. Let's try to get around the edge. Okay. Do they really just take one entire one each? That's kind of annoying. How you like that? Looks like 50 Pikmin is just fine for killing you off. When you're able to do it as efficiently as I have just done. Is this one of the special treasures? It is! But I don't remember what this one does. At all. Well done, Captain Omar. You defeated that freakish half-bird, half-serpent hybrid. Given its descriptions of them, I'm assuming both of which exist on Hakatate as well. I mean, how else do they know of such entities? Oh no, don't tell me. That treasure was ingested by that beast, wasn't it? Yes, it was. As for how something so large fit inside this bird is a bit beyond me, but oh well. Could you get all of them? A feat that seemingly was not accomplishable in Pikmin 1. I'll leave the pickup crew to handle that. One purple Pikmin per one. Okay. No, that's fine. There goes the glove. Five-pack. Oh, no, I just got confused reading. I've tried to read too many things at the same time. A 5-man knapsack. 100 value. This material looks comfortable. I will use it to patch the boss's favorite sleeping bag. Wait, this doesn't allow me to do the thing I'm thinking it will, does it? Seam test, conclusive, cross-stitching successful, the knapsack is complete. Yeah, so it is that then. But I don't remember it actually being useful. When you have an unoccupied time, interval, press and hold C to take a nap. There might actually be a purpose for this, particularly, well, in this case, it's gonna be fun if I do this. Ow! Somewhat funny anyway. because I already knew it was going to do that, there's a limit to how much impact it had for me, comedically. Alright. But it has occurred to me that it could actually be useful. I just don't think I've ever tactically made much use of that. Ever. 5-man knapsack. We had 1 loss. Near the beginning of this cave. Treasure salvaged, all 7. Nice. Well, we're nearly a third of the way done fixing up our debt. It's actually a little bit alarming. As long as we stay together, there shouldn't be any issue with running off to go and try to deal with anything else. With my tactic of being able to double up on the red sprays that I find, I should be able to make use of it pretty nicely. Where does this one take me? I don't remember. Let's open up this one first. Is this gonna be worth it? Here we go! Astonishing. The head of the Pikmin are glowing and they seem extremely agitated. The ultra spicy spray appears to increase Pikmin's speed and attack power. What a discovery. Yes, quite a discovery indeed. Now get it! Anything else that can be done in the meantime? I can't get up there. Done most of what can be done on the ground otherwise. Oh, I gotta watch over the white Pikmin. Can't fight him yet. We could, but it'd be in vain. We can't break this down yet. There's a hole up there which I vaguely recall what's at the bottom, or what's in it at some point or another. Maybe not directly at the bottom. Okay, I'll just have... Oh, what's wrong? Oh, their power went off, dang it. Omar, Louis, the sun will be setting soon. Call all the Pikmin to you. This planet's native nocturnal life forms are ferocious and therefore dangerous. Load your Pikmin into the onions and yourselves into my hall so we can take refuge in low orbit. Pikmin in your squad will enter the onion on their own at the day's end, so call them all to you. Interesting. So yeah, it didn't say anything in this game about if they were if they're nearby that they will do anything. It's specifically if they're with you. This won't be fast enough for it. See how I can, like, oh, now! Where they're 5, they're free! Oh, shoot, it's them. That was so confusing. I was like, what? Alright, I increased my spray supply one last time. None of my Pikmin are in danger. And we managed to break down one of the poison doors. Things are going well. I don't remember where the next thing that grants us more map data is. But I get the feeling we'll probably encounter it somewhat soon. Nice. We have been lost to battle. Wait a minute, 3? Three? Wait a minute, didn't that plant monster eat some of my Pikmin? Or am I not remembering it correctly? I thought he got some of them. Maybe he just somehow failed to kill any of them. Huh. I didn't realize because of the wild blue Pikmin taking up 5 of the Pikmin on the field. How's the progress, Olmar? Remember, you'll never get anything done if you sit back and watch from afar. Press left or right for a close-up view of the action. You can get plenty done sitting from afar, assuming you've set the Pikmin to work. Here and there. Though if you sit there with your Pikmin with you, yeah, then I guess you won't get much done. Why is it so hot here? Hopefully my computer is fine. There are 2 more caves. Wait, 2 more? If they're where I recall, the 2 last caves in this area are... Oh, I remember where the other globe piece is. And, well, yes, it is another globe piece. We found one already, so I'll just say that, fair enough. Kind of a lot of things. Burrowing Snarget? Burrowing Snarget. Oh dear. Pedis? Chiropedis. Huh. Anacondis. Or Anacondae? Snavilin family. The majority of the Snargant species lie in wait to ambush and capture prey, with a body perfectly adapted to such sudden strikes. It violently attacks small surface-dwelling insects, distributing across a relatively wide range. Subspecies of Snargants suited to varying soil conditions have emerged, making the Snargant the most geographically represented species beside the bulborb. Is it trying to say that they vary the most based on their terrain? Because from what I can tell, there's only 2 variants. Shoot, actually there might be 3. There might actually be a 3rd one. I don't remember though. I think there's only 2. There are 2 versions of it. Pikmin 1 only had 1. This game I think has 2. Geographically represented species besides the bulborb. Visually resembling the burrowing Snargant is the burrowing Snarrow. The burrowing Snarrow, the range of which particularly overlaps with the Snargant's range, While the two may appear similar, when pulled from the ground, they can be distinguished by the presence or absence of a tail and wing markings. Oh, markings. I don't think I've noticed such before. If they have that kind of subtle differences to them, actually, I have not noticed. I thought it was kind of speaking in reference to the other version of them, but Empress Bull Blacks. Wake up! I don't know if I can make it wake up, because I'm not like attacking it. Empress Bull Blacks. Ocus Matriarcha? Grub Dog family. Initial observation places doubt on the capability of the Grub Dog family to support a strong ant or bee-like societal structure, but recent studies show that the family is capable of such complexity. The egg sac of the largest female grub dog within a given range swells to dramatic proportions in response to environmental changes, such as sudden depletion of prey species. These females temporarily take on the role of pack matriarch. Also in pack formations, it has been observed that nearly all males not involved in species reproduction undergo natural sex changes. Huh. That's odd. The characteristics of such specimens are quite intriguing indeed. Am I understanding this correctly? It's very odd. Very odd indeed. Is this the actual enemy one? I can't tell from the picture. How do I... Oh, whoops. This must be just the regular plant, considering it's not reacting. Oh, the actual enemy is right there. Creeping... How the heck is that pronounced? Wowzers. Data files for all these plants. A Margaret? A Margaret. Luminous Corius? Oh, and then there's that massive word again. Chiranthium family. Chrysanthemum family. Oh, chrysanthemum family. This plant's delicate yellow flowers often inspire waves of nostalgia, giving a bittersweet feeling to any who gaze upon them. We got a fiddlehead. Violin orchestras Fern family. At first glance, this plant resembles the springs used in the ship's sublight engine. Huh. Many of most primitive characteristics remain intact, including its habit of spreading through the dispersal of spores. Dispersal of spores. Its habit of the spreading of through the dispersal of spores. Oh, so that's how it spreads itself, I guess. Ooh. Horsetail. We got a. I'm guessing this word is similar to equine. Equirtius Vindico horsetail family. This variety of horsetail is prevalent in regions with low nutrient content in the soil. Unlike most other plants, this particular species propagates itself through the release of spores, just like this, I guess. Clover. Quartus infectum. That's an interesting, that's interesting sounding. Clover family. This naturalized species. This is a naturalized species. These plants are extremely persistent and extremely persistent, and with the assistance of symbiotic funguses that grow on its roots, the species is able to survive even in drought conditions. Typically, its leaves come in groupings. Its leaves come in groupings of 3, but intense impact on the leafing stem early in the development cycle can result in extremely rare 4-leaf clusters. How about carrot? It's a common glowcap. Common glowcap. Fungi luminarium. Glowcap family. The light emitted from this rare, excuse me? My. From this rare mushroom is neither a reflection nor a release of stored light. It grows not only on how do you pronounce this? I know the word up to a point, but decomposing. That's how it's said. Decomposing trees, but also on soil and rocks. This mushroom's fungal filaments are capable of stabilizing and concentrating. Yes. Pure hocatate Hocatatium 111. It is none other than the Hocatatium 111 approaching the point of critical mass that causes the glowcap's blue luminescence. Well, when he describes it like that, of approaching critical mass, it sounds like the thing's gonna explode. Unremarked spectralids? Spectralids? Unremarked. Fenestriary prismatus. Huh. Flitterbite family, I think. When strolling through the forest of this planet, clouds of these creatures are seen dancing overhead, like flower petals drifting in the breeze. The sight of flitterbites dancing in the lush green undergrowth is unforgettable. Flitterbites, flitterbees, flitterbies, flitterby. Collectors drool over specimen sample boxes lined up in order, highlighting the sight, color, gradation, changes from blue to red to yellow. Such items fetch particularly high prices at auctions. Really? Then why are they valued at 1? These things don't have a value at all, probably because there's nothing salvageable from them. Honey wisps. Honey wisps. Nectara. Fatus, really? Honey wisp family. This floating life form drifts effortlessly on the winds. Upon death, its physical structure instantly collapses, and as the creature is particularly elusive and difficult to catch, no sample specimens have been acquired as of yet. If we could simply recover a live sample, research on this specimen would likely proceed more smoothly. Maybe. The thing's like a phantom almost, or a ghost of some kind. And then this guy. You can spot in advance by by the flowers on it. Those eyes. This is quite the creative entity. Or design for an entity. But observing the eyes makes it seem a bit unsettling, almost. Creeping, oh no, how the heck did I pronounce this? Chrysanthemum. Taraxum. Rovinia. Wow. Chrysanthemum family. Like Pikmin, the creeping chrysanthemum is a member of a group of creatures with an how the heck is that meant to be read? Ambulatory root structure? Ambulatory root structure. This creature is known as a mimic, but because it's actually a life form, or actually a form of plant, this label is not entirely accurate. For known reasons, for unknown reasons. The creeping Trisanthem's mimicry does not fool Pikmin. It doesn't. Perhaps it's because they share similar heritage. It relies on prying open other creatures to provide subsistence, so it has no need of leaves or photosynthesis. Generally speaking, the role of plant within an ecosystem is as a producer species, and thus plants are generally found at the bottom of the food pyramid. However, on this strange planet, the line between producer plants and consumer plants is blurred. Oh, there he goes. Ivory candy pop bud. So any much different from the other one? Ivory candy pop bud. Floral niv us. Candy pop family. Research from our most recent expedition has confirmed the presence of candy pop buds in subterranean regions. Considering the ecologies, this plant has been found in one could surmise. It's been found in one could surmise that it could be found in any cavern, regardless of geographic region. Tossing Pikmin into the flower always produces white Pikmin seeds, regardless of the color of Pikmin tossed in. In many cases, plants with small leaves typically have limited photosynthesis capabilities, and thus must find alternative means of obtaining nutrients. With parasitic and predatory behavior being most common, the candy pop could be considered one such example. Perhaps, but probably not. Chucking Pikmin into it doesn't appear to allow it to keep living. In fact, if anything, it appears to kill it almost after it's done its mission. These guys are kind of freaky. So freaky, in fact, that they actually scare the Pikmin, it seems. Or are able to, anyway. Mitites, I think? Mitis infiltrated unknown family. These parasitic insects feed on eggs. Upon reaching maturity, they excrete a special pheromone that attracts females of peculiar species, enticing these females to swallow the mitites whole. Pikmin, however, seem to dislike the scent. After entering the host female's body, the mitites lay their own eggs. Oh boy. That's terrible. Inside the host's eggs. Just prior to the host spawning. Huh. Well, then what happens to the mitites that are still inside? Do they just continue to live inside? Huh. Seems some is unknown about them still, after all. It said unknown family. We got the cloaking burrownet. Burrownet? Yes. Oh no. Trib, libinit, libinitis, it, liminit, no, limin, it, innes, it's odd to read, it feels. Reclusivia. Baronet family. The snake eye pattern on this beast's shell is one of the most distinctive features of the baronet family. The red pattern of the cloaking baronet and the spikes around its mantle make it easily identifiable while still making it a representative specimen of the baronet family. The shell on the cloaking baronet's back also provides a frame that fixes its muscular structure in place. It appears to give the creature its powerful needle lunging attack. The shell is what gives it that attack, or it gives it foundation to be able to do that? That's interesting. Looks like it's missing though. Oh, that's how I do this. I was wondering how to build a pivot around like that. Male sheer growth. Him and I don't know how that would be pronounced. He made J? Would the G go to J or no? English. Dang it! Why is it so complicated, you humans? Mandibulosa. Mandibulard family. This specimen is a male sheer growth, having lost both legs, really, and wings. Oh dear. The male burrows into the soil and waits to ambush small creatures that pass by. This beast's mandibles can be dangerous, making creatures such as Pikmin easy prey. Indeed, or so it seems. They're also really annoying, especially in the first Pikmin game. Female sheer growth, which are completely harmless from what I can tell. At least to Pikmin. I really do not know how to pronounce the H one anyway. Himeja? Mandibulisa. No, I don't know. The male of this species are purple and black creatures with tapered mouths, while the female are lighter in color and lack an armored exoskeleton. As with most mandibulards, that's what I'm gonna just leave it at for them. These creatures have regressed to the point where they have lost both legs and wings. They can be seen crawling around on the ground and are believed to feed on the vegetable extracts from congealed fluids of expired Pikmin. Oh, that's kind of messed up sounding. So essentially, they could eat the remains of a dead Pikmin, in theory. Iridescent flint beetle. Yeah. Phil Evel Lope. in this? Envelopinus. What an odd name. Flint beetle family. Flint beetles are nocturnal, choosing to hide in grass by day, staying active at night. These creatures keep undigested food pellets in their stomach to sustain them through winter, but given the right stimulus, they'll spit them out. Recent research has revealed that these pellets are enveloped in a membrane that seals and preserves them in a sterile, airtight environment. If kept at room temperature, it seems that this pellet membrane will keep its contents fresh for up to 6 months. The membrane may be made from the same substance that gives the exoskeleton of the flint beetle its beautiful sheen. Fiery blowhog. Sun Draconus. Oh, Sus Draconus. Blowhog family. This creature expels a volatile phosphorus compound from its spout that combusts upon contact with air. This fire-breathing ability is dependent upon the air to fuel ratio at its mouth. Catalyst reaction within the expelled compound and purification of the compound. Thus, it is highly unlikely such a complex process could cause the spontaneous explosion of a fallen blowhog. Oh, insinuating that... Okay. I guess that's the explanation as to how comes when they're dead they don't just explode. Or something like that. This process is also perhaps to avoid risk of spontaneous combustion in the belly of a live specimen. However, one should still treat a fiery blowhog with great care, even after its life functions have ceased. Fair enough, I suppose. Now treasures. Wow, this is gonna take a long time if I do this for everything. And if I save it till, like, after I've beaten the game, that's just gonna be a huge amount of recording of me going through, like, many things. Handling them as I come across them seems to make the most sense, or not handling them at all. I might as well get to it. Sunset berry. I found this fascinating fruit while out exploring today. The sky cleared up and I felt peaceful watching the pink flower petal flutter in the wind during this perilous expedition. It seems strange to have such soft-hearted romantic thoughts. If I told my wife about this, I'm sure I would get laughed at again. Toxic toadstool. Fortunately, these ones will probably be a lot easier to read. The treasure ones, that is. This dubious morsel doesn't look like it would be very agreeable with my innards. However, I bet Louis would try a bite. His appetite is insatiable, and he's always cooking up tasty meals. I'm glad that on this expedition, our ship's reactor can power our life support systems indefinitely. This will give us all the time we need to thoroughly examine all the treasures we recover. I don't care if the president wants us to hurry. I've had enough of his hassling. I think I'll move more slowly, just to cause him indigestion. I don't know about that. It's amusing though, somewhat. Textile, super slick textile. I've once again discovered a completely undocumented species of Pikmin. Ah, another one speaking about their, I guess, the history of, or just our adventure instead of the actual item itself, so to speak. These white Pikmin can find and dig up items that are buried entirely underground. We would never have found this priceless treasure without them. Thankfully, it's the perfect stuff to patch a hole I just noticed on the ship's hull. The hole I just noticed on the ship's hull. P.S. I named the cave where I first encountered the white Pikmin the White Flower Garden. Yes, but he named it that before we'd even found them. So, my. Petrified Heart. The vivid color of this red stone reminds me of my wife's eyes when they burn with rage. Oh dear. Just between you and me, I've noticed lately that she's been getting more wrinkles. Now that I think about it, I've probably caused her a lot of stress. When I return to Hockatate, I'll take her on a long vacation. That's nice. I don't know if that gets to happen. But that's a nice thought. The lucky wafer. What a strange pattern. When I look at it, I can feel a good fortune smiling down on me. If I could just buy a lottery ticket right now, I'm sure I'd win. Probably not. Strife monolith. Computers view the world in ones and zeros, but my people are different. Our world isn't simply black or white, right or wrong. Everyone is different. Maybe one day the ship will understand that, and maybe one day it won't give me sass when I ask it to collect a slimy specimen. But this one wasn't eaten by anything, so it's interesting how that's what you had to say about this. Dream Architect. Oh, okay, so I can't have it zoomed in and seeing the text at the same time. Okay. At night, I have nothing to do to keep me occupied. I've been searching for something to dull the boredom, but every time I find something I want to play with, it's broken. This object is a great example. It looks fascinating, but I can't get it to function. I guess all I have to do is write in this journal. This peculiar object, just looking at it, fills me with a powerful sense of nostalgia. Now that I think about it, the Pikmin had a curious look on their faces when they carried it. Or maybe it was just my imagination? Cosmic Archive. The cave we searched today was lined with flame-spewing spouts. The temperature in the cave was absolutely stifling. Oh, that reminds me. I completely forgot to tell Louis about the red Pikmin. He's so quiet, I sometimes forget he's even there. This item I salvaged from the cave seems to be some kind of storage device, but I have no way to play back the contents. Survival ointment. In a survival situation, the most important things are water, courage, and a first aid kit. I've got water, I've got an endless supply of courage, but I don't have a first aid kit. Oh, sometimes I don't have a whole lot of motivation either. I may be a daring explorer, but sometimes I just want to loaf around all day and sleep. Wait. What if the president reads this journal? I never dream of slacking off on the job, yeah. Alien billboard. There are several different patterns drawn on this object's surface. They appear to be characters or letters, but I can't make any sense of them. This is just an educated guess, but I wonder if this object is a kind of alien billboard. The size of the object seems about right for it. Drought Ender. Today I delivered an impromptu lecture on the basis of wilderness survival. As Louis' superior, it is my responsibility to teach him these kind of skills. Walking around as much as we do generates an intense thirst, so water becomes very important. I told Louis that we have to ration our water carefully. That's what I was thinking until I found this. I was so parched that I couldn't help myself. I drank all the water in the canteen. It tasted so good. But when I turned around, Louis gave me a cold stare. Fittingly so. Today we searched a subterranean lair swarming with carnivorous bugs. The name Hole of Beasts immediately came to mind. The convenient contraption I found there has become an invaluable treasure-seeking tool. When it approaches a piece of treasure, the gadget beeps and the needle moves from to the right. When all the treasure in the area has been collected, the device powers down. When we left Hockatate, I thought we'd never be able to pay off the company's debt, but thanks to this gadget, I'm feeling optimistic about the outcome of this daring mission. 5-man knapsack. I'd love to lay down in the grass, bask in the sun, and take an afternoon nap, but with all these Pikmin following me, I can never seem to relax. I should remember to press C to dismiss the Pikmin, and press and hold C to take a nap. The last time I tried it, the Pikmin picked me up while I was asleep and carried me away to their onion. Hold your space horses, Pikmin. I'm not a pellet or a piece of treasure. When I woke up, great galaxies. Then I woke up, great galaxies. It was all just a dream, wasn't it? Now, I didn't get the bad ending in Pikmin 1, but if I recall correctly, the bad ending is something comparable to them doing that for real to Olmar's corpse after the ship tries to take off and then fails and then crash lands again. Olmar presumably dead. And then they basically convert him into a Pikmin, if I recall correctly. It's the bad end of Pikmin 1. If you fail to get enough parts to get away from the place. We don't have blue Pikmin, so we can't progress there yet. From here we get the globe piece, which I remember where it is now. We spent like, I'm gonna guess that was like almost half an hour at least. Probably a little bit more than half an hour. Just going through all that. Crikey. I don't think in all of my youth that I've ever read all of those. Even if I did try, I probably only managed to read some of them and then just didn't bother with the rest. Good morning. The white Pikmin are lodged with the purple ones in my hall. The two types are sleeping well and do not quarrel. I have made them most comfortable. You can call out the white Pikmin by standing in the blue light beneath me. and pressing A. On a separate note, I will be wary be wary of overworking yourself. Taking a break can be courageous too. To retire early for a day, press plus and then press right on the D-pad, and then you'll see the option. Already got 3. Oh, so that's what that thing was. That's the treasure gauge. And I didn't remember what it was. I also don't remember there being a limit to how much of the ultra spicy spray you could carry. Like, at all. I don't remember there being any limit at all to that. Though, the number 10, I do remember some fixation with that back then. So perhaps there was a limit, but for some reason I just can't recall that being a limit. Maybe Pikmin 3 doesn't have a limit. Maybe that's how comes I don't remember a limit at all. Just I have memory of having more, so it's like, why would there be a limit? Okay. I want all the white Pikmin. All the purple Pikmin. All the red Pikmin. I'm gonna pause the game for a moment because I gotta use the bathroom. Yep. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Now then. My full squad amassed. The globe that I'm after is right here. Took me a bit to remember it, but it's right there. As for what's beyond this, that's beyond me. I don't remember. Oh, actually. I think I'm vaguely recalling what's right there. What does that do? Well, let me get up here, but what's the purpose of that? Allow me to get up there, but then there's that. Up there is... How can I see it? There's no way to take a look at from here. I could see it from a different angle. Why can't I see it now? I don't know. There's an electric fence up there, so I can't go that way anyways. The most reasonable thing to... Oi, you! I've just noticed something weird. 13. One is missing. There's the electric fence, too. Is there anything else over there? Nothing else that looks useful. I'll leave them to do that. No! Just this way. Everything going okay? Okay, we're gonna need water Pikmin for any use there. Yes. Fascinating. This object. Oh well, actually, I forgot the robot-ish voice. Fascinating. This object is highly similar to the one you found in the Valley of Repose. By examining this further, I may be able to extrapolate new planetary data. I don't remember how you get the data for the last area. Check on the white Pikmin, which sound like they're done. I'm trying to think of what the value of this is. Like, what's the purpose of me coming up here right now? Oh, there's big value in me coming up here now. Okay, how do I want to do this? Nice. Geographic projection. This hemisphere also contains a hidden microchip. I will attempt to decrypt the stored data. Decoding complete. As I surmise, this chip contains additional topographic data. The data has been inputted into my database. I shall name it the survey chart. Nice. This will be the primary focus of my efforts while I'm here. Eh? A new target has come into view. Nice. Another potent item. Astonishing, this purple berry contains an ultra bitter essence. It does not appear to have any monetary value, but I shall research potential uses for it. Bring me another specimen. Nice. What are you gonna call it? A chance totem? I see. I already have 7. Very nice. And now, it is ours. Very nice. Captain Olimar, I have completed my research on the purple berries you discovered. Behold, the ultra bitter spray. It is untested, but I believe it will be highly effective. approach enemies and press 1 to spray them. When necessary, I can produce 1 bottle of spray from 10 berries. Press plus to contact me and confirm your berry count by pressing left. Oh, my berry count. Hold on a moment. That's what they meant. Oh, that's not a limit as to how many sprays I have. That's what that was. I was confused. Wait a second, it just occurred to me that I might be able to do something. Okay, let's see how well I can, let's see what I can do. Time's running low though, so... It's up to you, Louie. Sort of. Smart. They made sure I couldn't go up there. Never mind. Then there is nothing I can do right now. Besides farm these berries. Oh, some kind of a buried treasure is probably there that I had forgotten about. Not up there, surely. No, it's up here somewhere. Come on! Hurry! Oh, come on. Nice. Another treasure acquired. Pilgrim bulb. No Pikmin missing. Very nice.
Ormar, good work so far. I hereby promote you to per nim per nim and nim per nin no green Prenino manager. Press C to divide up the work, and minus to delegate more to your younger subordinate leader. Hope all goes smoothly.
I'm talking like he knows how it goes. Next area. Perplexing pool. But there's also new encounters. Ravenous Whisker Pillar? Ravenous Whisker Pillar. Lepidopter? Pluck Curious Whisker Pillar family. As this species of insect has only recently been discovered, fully matured specimens have not been collected. No molting or metamorphosis has been observed during the observation period, making it unlikely that mature whisker pillars will be encountered anytime soon. Based on active predatorization by Pikmin, it is believed that the whisker pillar's base is placed in the food chain has not changed over time. A new one. Dandelion. Interesting, its name is just straight up accurate to what it appears to be. Dandelion. Tarax... Jaxion? Officinal. Dandelion family. This oh no, not that word again, whatever that is. I'm not sure what that is. That's not what I recognize. This perninil grows best in locations with full sun exposure. Its flowers boast countless tiny yellow petals packed together in a head. The species seems to have many weed-like variants as petals. So more detailed research on these plants would best be left to a botanical research specialist. Botanical? Yeah. New discoveries here, just 3, okay. Grassy plains and meadows on this plant are carpeted with brilliantly colored flowers in bloom. When I entered the atmosphere on my descent from space, I was stunned by the vibrant sight. The other day, a group of white Pikmin under my command detected an object buried under the surface, and immediately begun to dig it up. This colossal flower bud somehow hadn't yet sprouted into a towering flower. I plan to take it back to Hockatate and grow it there. My people will hail me as a botanical genius. And the mayor may even make me Supreme Flower Commander. I don't think so, but that's a fascinating notion. When I gaze at this stone, I can feel my fate being forecasted. Really now. It must know what's going to happen to me. I'm sure of it. I'm sure it sees that I'll be hailed as a brilliant visionary and brave explorer when I return to Hockatate. Geographical projection. The interior of this hemisphere contains a chip coated with charts detailing a new region. I explored this forest the last time I was here, but it's clear that it has undergone some dramatic changes. The plants and animals have also evolved significantly. I've given this forest a new name, the Awakening Wood. I must begin to form a hypothesis to explain why the forest changed so rapidly. I like how he's now mentioned that, yes, he has been to this forest before, like I stated. Funny enough, the next location we're going to, he's also been to it. This perplexing pool is actually, what was it called? Was it called the Distant Shore? Distant Spring. In Pikmin 1, this was called the Distant Spring. Which, maybe I should have waited to say that until it starts showing. But yeah, here we are, the Distant Spring. Or what's become of it. Any of those who watched my Pikmin 1 playthrough and remember me going to this place, how it was before, would know that this is vastly different looking in some regards than how it did before. Okay, the objective of us being here this time, or the thing I want to accomplish in this day, is I want to get what we saw when we were landing, the yellow Pikmin. If I recall correctly, it's a kind of a painful endeavor. Must make all due haste. That ought to be good enough, I hope. Oh, I like how it shows that we can see it from here. There they are. That tree bit wasn't there before. Look off in the distance. Wild Pikmin. Can you see them, Captain Omar? They are yellow Pikmin. You encountered them when you crashed on this planet, correct? Yes, yes I did. It would be most helpful if they remember you. Like the red ones did. Yes, most helpful. Alright, punk. Take this! Just who the heck do you think you are? That was very unexpected. I did not expect it to be capable of leaping. When it was stunned. It shouldn't be capable of leaping while it's stunned. That's most unfortunate. I've just lost some purple Pikmin. Because my sensors are giving out foreboding signs. These signals could very well mean that this hole is filled with wretched, nasty bugs, vicious, program terminating bugs. Okay. How much do I recall of the terrain here in Pikmin 2's version of this place? I think we have to go that way. This way is a no-go, from what I remember. But I feel like I'm remembering it wrong. Okay. We have somehow scammed it in a way that I never ever figured would end up being possible. Oh shit, I did not remember him being here. there's a bit of a trick to dealing with this guy that can be used. The problem is the purple Pikmin won't work on him. Like at all. As he is right now. Can I get him somewhere where I can fix this fight in my favor? What the heck? I'm trying to recall what this... Oh, I vaguely recall what this does. This is also not something that I think shows up in Pikmin 3. I think it's... doesn't show up again. What is this? A strange mold-like botanical entity has spread across the ground here. Interesting. I am detecting other plant life suffocating beneath it. Yeah, so there's a bridge there now. I don't see any way to dampen this fight. Okay, nothing to be done there. On this bridge. If we don't have an answer for the big guy, we need a full team of red Pikmin would be better for this. Or at least a larger team of red Pikmin. It's been a very long time since I've had to fight one of these guys, so I feel inclined to use one of my sprays. Come to think about it, there might be an easier answer to getting around him. Well, I don't know how I feel about taking that chance. I'll just use a red spray with the idea I have in mind. I'm still a bit miffed that I actually lost some purple Pikmin. Whichever... No, stop. Such substance could potentially be used for the yellow Pikmin instead. Dang it, where's Louie when I need him? Get all of you back in for now. Lost 3 of them. It's a bloody shame. Come to think about it, I'm actually going to need them to Wait, did I lose some of them too? Why do I only have... Oh. I don't even have to, they'll just bunch up themselves. Okay. 1, 2, 3 for my little plant. I'm on that. That'll do the trick. This is not a tactic I think that I have ever used before. Let's do this. Victory is ours. Wait, stop! Do not! Then... I only have so many white Pikmin, so I'll also amp them up for this. Really? That's why they were reacting like that. Oh, that's what's reacting to. Up you go. I probably won't need that many for what I was thinking. Hurry! Okay, they're done with that. I don't remember when they were done with that, so I'm gonna leave you guys here for a moment. Heed my call! I'm about to try a tactic that I don't think I've ever tried before with the yellow Pikmin. Like before, I guess in terms of times where I played through this part. Yellow Pikmin. Yes. The yellow Pikmin have climbed down the tree and are staring in this direction. They appear to like high places, and it seems to be quite light. They also have very large ears. If I had named them, they would be called ear Pikmin, but I will use the name Olimar gave them. Curious, my static electricity sensors are reacting violently. What could this mean? It means you didn't study my report. Okay. see how this goes. 1, 2. Let's try 1 to there. Now then. Looks like my plan's working. Despite them not having large numbers, I'm able to greatly increase the pace at which they can grow at.
Movie.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hurry! Fine, I'm not. The yellows are not going to be able to get these. That's what I think. So fine. I'm glad my memory is spot on about not being able to really get over here very well from that side initially. Yeah.
Movie.
I'll be landing here, it's fine. Too bloody late. None are free, then we're all safe. Oh no. I'm hoping they don't get cancelled out just because of what just happened. Alright, that went pretty well, I'd say, aside from the loss of some purple Pikmin. As for where the other one of those fiery guys were, I don't know. But that's kind of terrifying. That there was just another one somewhere. But a new type of Pikmin. Olimar, terrible news. I thought I went to Happy Hakatate Savings and Loan, but it seems my loan came from the shop next door. All devouring black hole loan sharks. Oops. Look, debt of any kind, you should do what you can to get rid of it. Letting it linger will probably only cause problems, and then in this case, well, it went from him thinking it was fine to it's definitely not fine. Goofy punk. So, still want me to take my time, huh? You know, just take it easy. Looks like things are already getting pretty bad over there, from the sounds of it. Alright. Citadel of spiders, oh my. So that's what that hole I encountered was. Look at him. Fiery bulb wax. Fiery bulb wax. Oculus volcanus. Grub family. Bodily excretions of highly flammable, waxy substance interact with the cell structure of this grub dog's skin, causing a chemical reaction that produces extremely high temperature. The skin benefits from a spongy texture, a spongy cell texture that diffuses the surface heat, protecting the creature's inner organs. Due to this astonishing amount of heat produced by this beast, it should be observed with great caution. Yes. Shearwing. Shearwing. Jenna, Volaris. Mandibular family. Unusual for their genes, flying mandibular herds have retained their wings. However, only the adult males of this species can fly. Females of this species spend most of their time, their lifespan, underground. They do emerge for a period after maturation to spawn, but never metamorphosis, but never more. These punks. How annoying. Wait, didn't I lose 3 purple Pikmin? Why does it say only 2 were lost? Yellow Wollywog. Yellow Wollywog. Amphiricus. Fraudendum. Amphituber family. This magnificent specimen has the brightest gold colorization and the greatest number of lateral spots of any member of the Amphituber family. This species seems to have lost some swimming proficiency with the evolutionary adaptation that granted it greater jumping height ability. The Amphituber inhabits aquatic shallows and shows an instinctive drive to jump upon and squish smaller creatures. My. Ridiculous. Swooping snitchbug, a really annoying pest. Scarpanica Casperins? Scarpanid family. The Scarpanids originally lived on the ground, sprouting poorly developed vestigial wings? Vestigial wings. This species developed enlarged antennas then can be used. Enlarge antennas that can be used as makeshift wings. Scarpanadids are attached by are attracted by the sight of large groups of Pikmin in cavalry formation and will swoop down to seize them. However, Scarpanadids do not eat Pikmin, and they will drop any seized Pikmin after a short time. The reason for this behavior is unknown, but I look forward to future research in this area. And a new plant. Seedling dandelion. Seedling dandelion. Tracks in. How did I pronounce that before? I get the feeling I pronounced it incorrectly, but how is it supposed to be pronounced? Traxosum? Ventilus. Dandelion family. It is believed that this plant produces tuft seeds with a parachute-like arm, which allows the seed to ride gently on the wind. This increases the distribution range of the plant considerably. Indeed. We're filling out our database. And with that, we've gone over 2 hours a bit, but not by very much. I probably should stop the video here, because I've also got some Destiny to record. That was fun. It's nice to get to play Pikmin 2 again. And sometime during today, Pikmin 4 should arrive. I mean, by the time of my recording this video, Pikmin 4 is already out. It's just kind of what I get for having the game sneak up on me with its release. It's already out. But, yeah. So then, with all that said, as usual, it's been me, Fuzz. And you'll see me again next time. Bye for now.